Oh, that's why I was like, okay, I'll send it to you. Oh, come on, Twitch. You know what? Why is Twitch so sensitive to what I put in? Look, the title of it this morning is not that bad. It just says the top fetish of 2023 was
fetish.
Dude, that's so stupid. That's not even a bad word. So now I got to go back.
They know you too well. They know where you're getting at.
Yeah, they know
what you're going to talk about if you say the word fetish.
All right. Well, hold on one second.
Fetish is Brock, so it's going to be something bad. So we're going to flag it.
So how about the top? How else would I word that? Fetish is not a bad word. It's not a dirty word. You could say my fetish is eating cucumbers. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. It's a sensitive subject, okay? It's sensitive, Brock. You got to walk on eggshells, okay?
What should I put then? The top adult thing. There we go. Adult.
There you go.
Adult search of okay. Let's see if that works. Prudy ass Twitch. Don't girls get in like
Yeah, pretty much. I know exactly what they play video games in their bra and underwear.
Girls will get in tubs of baked beans on Twitch, but I can't say fetish in the title of my video. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Yeah. So stupid. Anyway,
well, hey, to cheer you up, I wore your favorite shirt this morning.
What is it? Oh, it's your stupid moon, and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
What is it?
It doesn't make sense. Is that the nighttime hugging the moon? Is that what it is?
No, it's. So some people think it's the eclipse, but no,
that would be the sun then. That would be the sun.
I think it's the dark side of the moon hugging the lit side.
That's the stupidest shirt I've ever seen.
It's a good space shirt.
It's so dumb. It makes no sense. It makes no sense because you can see the stars. Look, you can see the stars in the darkness of it, though, Hunter.
Yeah. No, that was. Actually, I just spilled some stuff on the shirt last night.
You've been doing that shirt, man. Yeah. Never use a black shirt to clean up, ever. That's a rookie mistake right there, man. Anyway, all right. Well, we got Twitch taken care of now. We're much more PC and we're streaming. So find us on Twitch. Find us on Facebook. Find us on the Plan B Morning Show YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe to that for web exclusive content as well as getting us on the stream this morning. I am so upset with myself, and I might almost just make it, save it for tomorrow. But I wanted to do it so bad because we talked about it yesterday. You know what? No, I'm gonna do it right now.
What would you do?
If we get time in between all of this, we'll adjust. I don't care. Okay. I'm gonna send you something, Hunter, but I don't want you to look at it. Okay. I don't want you to look at it. Okay. Just give me a second here, and then we'll get to your morning dump. So, but I got to do this, and then maybe later on in the stream, I got to share this with everyone because it's just.
So don't look at it.
No, don't look at it. It's things like this that make me know there is a God.
Why are you sending it to me then?
It's things like this that make me believe, all right, that there's a higher power. Because stuff like this, it shouldn't happen. All right. It's so beautiful, Hunter, that it shouldn't be a thing, but here it is. So okay, I'm gonna send you actually two things because it's a two-parter. It's a two-parter. Hold on one second.
I can't look at it. Why you
No, well, so what I'll do is, and for everyone else on the stream, and for everyone else later on, when you get a chance to watch it, you're gonna want to watch this. Hold on, I got to select one more photos because Facebook's being okay. Let's do this one. So again, don't look at it. You cannot look because you'll ruin it. You'll ruin the surprise. I'm sending it to you via Messenger and
off air.
Off air. Well, I wanted to, but I didn't. It's been all over the place this morning. So that first one did send. So screw it. We'll blow up morning dump if we have to for this. So I want to share something with everyone. I want to share something with the listening public, the viewing public.
What? Let's get to it. Let's go. Come on. You've been saying this for a minute and a half now.
Everything's being slow. Now it's the wrong password. You password changed about 2 months ago.
Maybe we should just do the morning dump, because what if you're building up to nothing?
No, it's so big. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? We'll do it later. We'll do it before sports, and this will give more people more time. Okay, I'm building anticipation. Don't look though. Don't look. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do it.
Our radio show that we're supposed to be doing.
Look, Jesus, it's all part of it, and this is going to take our show.
Better be awesome. This better be the best thing ever because you just wasted 2.5 minutes of everybody's time.
Take our show to the next level. So look, before sports, I will share this with everyone. So if you're not on the stream now and you're just listening, pull over, stop what you're doing, get on the stream, because before sports, after Morning Dump, I'm going to share the greatest thing you all have seen in your entire lives. Ever.
Dude, it better be.
Ever. All right. With that said, fine.
I can't get that time back.
Let's do Morning Dump.
Stumbling around.
Oh, it'll be worth it at the end. I mean, not so much for you, but for everyone else. So anyway,
the damn button. Go. Let's go.
Let's do Morning Dump.
Jesus.
Now it's going to be even sweeter because your attitude. I can't wait. As always, your Morning Dump brought to you by Pump
That
Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777. Or visit pumpthatseptic.com. You know you want to pump it. You know you need to pump it. So get all of them. Pumpthatseptic.com. Well, let's just kick it off with this. What Twitch tried to censor me on. Mm-hmm. Pornhub hasn't released its year in review yet, but an even kinkier site just beat them to it. A website called Clips for Sale. You know that one, Hunter. You got a bookmark.
Clips for Sale.
Specializes in fetish content, so the really kinky stuff, the specialty porn, all right?
Oh, okay.
They just posted their top searches of 2023, and the number one spot is something you probably didn't even know existed. Very large women had a very big year. The top kink was giantess porn.
Giantess.
So
just bigger people.
Like Amazonian women. Giantess. So women. So like big tall women, like think of a broad like 6'9" and like a dude.
Okay.
So giantess porn was
the biggest. That was the biggest, most popular search.
Yep.
What?
Apparently,
really?
I just want to crawl up on these tall women like spider monkeys. That doesn't. So actually, wait. That doesn't just mean tall. It's more about using camera tricks and other effects to create the illusion that someone's an actual giant, like from the Odyssey, Homer's Odyssey. You know, the one-eyed giant or whatever it is.
Yeah, right. Oh God, puts a whole new twist on David and Goliath. It's.
Well, I don't remember that part of the Bible.
Oh.
This got weird. Let's see. Clips for Sale. Giantess porn was the top search in the U.S., Japan, Mexico, and Australia, and they expect it to be big next year too. No pun intended. They posted a map of the top search in each state, and Giantess was number one in 19 of them. A few of the other pretty tame ones are tickling, yoga pants, pantyhose. Wrestling porn was number one in North Dakota, Oklahoma, and both. Smoking porn was the top search in Connecticut. Wyoming might take the cake for the weirdest fetish of all, CPR porn.
CPR. Damn, you died. Now I got to bring you back, huh? Was that rough? That was what so a lot of time on people's hands to just go deep into searches. I wouldn't even have thought of what's it called? Giantism? I'm kind of interested now.
Giantess porn. Okay, look, I'm gonna be vulnerable here for a second. Okay, I'm gonna put this out there. Okay, I could kind of see it because if you remember, not terribly long ago, Resident Evil released a video game, and in the video game, there's this character. She is a vampire. Okay. And according to the game, she's like an 8 foot, she's an 8 foot tall, 7 foot tall vampire woman, super busty, super curt. So imagine like a MILF, but as a vampire and like 8 foot tall. And honestly, Hunter, it did something to me. It did something to me. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to go all crazy with it.
Hey, let's be honest. Any sexual situation you're in is giantism.
Oh, good for you.
She's just a normal broad.
I'm sitting here trying to be vulnerable and share something with you on this story, and you got to go make jokes like that. You son of a bitch.
Hey, you know what? You do have a thing for the Avatar blue people.
Something about, I don't know, maybe just because I feel like oh, like I don't know, I can crawl up,
get stepped on. That's what's gonna happen.
See that, and that's actually a thing. Like the whole like BDSM, like step on my throat and spit in my face, right? I don't get into that. That's a little aggressive. Like the spanking thing, that hurts. Like that hurts.
I got a question.
Yeah,
I want to pop my head into the door. Have you ever just tried regular sex? Just
Yeah, but
regular stuff?
just vanilla missionary. I mean, there's a time and a place. All right.
I mean,
Like in a graveyard. All right. You gotta keep it Christian.
Old-fashioned way still does it for me, man.
All right, come on, be honest with us. Open up. What's the weirdest thing you would trickle into? All right.
Weirdest thing.
Come on. It doesn't have to be too crazy, but
I don't know. Hey, let's open the curtain.
Voyeurism. So maybe
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something.
Let the neighbors watch or something.
I don't know. Not even that. No, just let some light into the damn bedroom so I can.
I'm not saying we go crazy with it, but every once in a while, it's fun to maybe, whip chains, whistles, yo-yos.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I got all of those. That's for sure.
I mean, yeah.
Every time I get something from Amazon, she's like, "Is that for?" No, that's just for me.
See, maybe she wants you to expand
use it for a yo-yo. Like,
maybe she wants you to expand a little bit. Maybe she wants to try. Why don't you? Do you do any role playing? What about some role playing? You ever get anything like
you bought a whip with rhinestones on it? As I take it immediately to the back porch and set up a can. She's like, damn.
She's sitting there like, putting lipstick on, getting all ready. Oh,
I'm dressed up like Indiana Jones.
You're outside playing. You're whipping a watermelon. Is that why you bought the watermelon? I thought we were going to get freaky in bed. No.
What?
Anyway, so there you go. We're all a bunch of kinky freaks out there. We have giant broads.
According to Clips for Sale,
which I'm not going to do it on the work computer, but maybe on my free time, I may go check that out. You're sick. You're a freak. Look at you freak. Grossing me out. What about this? And this is something you and I have talked about this, Hunter. Charging electric vehicles as they drive. Crews have installed what's billed as the nation's first wireless charging public roadway for electric vehicles beneath a street in Detroit. They can charge while driving, idling, or parking above the coils. When a vehicle with the receiver nears the charging segments, the coils beneath the road transfer electricity through a magnetic field, charging the vehicle's battery.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting because, we've talked about this, and a lot of people, and you and I we ain't no Elon Musk is, okay? But
watch the podcast, though.
Watch the podcast, close enough, right? One of the things is long distance charging. And right now there's a limited range with the batteries that we have and everything. But dude, if you think about this, and they don't even necessarily need to do it under the road. What if they do it on the side? You can travel cross country without stopping.
This is interesting. So first off, the limited mileage on electric cars. Shut up. Everybody shut up about that because you can go 300 miles. Okay. You know how far 300 miles is on an electric charge? You're doing just fine. You're not even gonna notice. Yeah. Unless you're driving to Colorado every single day. You're gonna be just fine. So shut up about that. All right. Second of all, this is interesting because the Musk podcast, there's not enough surface area on the car to run a car entirely on itself with solar power.
Right.
But with road and solar power,
you'd have enough.
Now we're talking.
Here's a question. Just hear me out. Let me red green this thing, okay? Let me red green this. What if you just put a gas powered generator on your car and then you just plug the car into the gas powered generator?
All right, more. Right? That defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do here.
I'm not saying you run that thing the whole time, but let's say you want to go a little farther. All right, you put one of those little scooter hitches, the little platform
generator.
You put a generator on there. All right, you could get an extra couple 100 miles on that bad boy. I'm just saying.
And then what you do is you pull an electric motor behind the generator. So now when the generator runs, and then behind that electric motor, you have another generator.
I'm just saying. Look, we're figuring this out. We're figuring this out, okay?
You're never gonna stop me. Ever.
I don't think Elon's as smart as he says. Did he think of that? No, I did. I thought of that.
So they're doing it through magnets in the road.
Magnets. Now, here's another question, though, with this, because this is really cool, all joking aside, because we're taking steps now for that next level of transportation and getting rid of oil burning and gas burning vehicles and CO2 emissions and all that stuff.
Smart roads.
Is it going to mess with our other electronics, though? Or will it just charge them up? Will it hit your phone battery and charge that up?
Yeah, I mean,
because we already have wireless chargers. which are more inconvenient, by the way, than an actual wired charger. Can we all be honest about that? I have this wireless charger. Well, now you can't pick your phone up. All right, it's stuck. It now became a wall phone. I'm just hoping you know that. That's it. You took your cool mobile phone and you made it a wall phone. But would it do that? Would it mess up the other electronics?
No, don't think about that. Here's what they really need to think about before they tear the roads up and install the magnets. They need to make sure. Let's make smart roads. Let's tear all the roads up and redo it. Put magnets in them and make them smart. So when we're driving, you know what I'm saying. Make sure you got to look into the future on this.
Here's
what are the roads going to be like?
For sure. But you know what? Why I'm against it? I'll tell you right now why I don't like this already. We already have enough road construction. Now you're going to tell me you're going to now what? Okay, maybe they just do it on major highways, on major road systems, but still, you know how much of a pain we already have to deal with miles and miles. Have you been around Gary, Indiana? It's a nightmare. And now you're going to do it again. But hey, folks, all right, and so we can have I would rather pollute the environment. I'd rather kill the sea turtles and open up that ozone than deal with an entire new set of road construction. Okay?
There's a bunch of guys out there in jeans and a sweaty hot day working.
Why can't we? Couldn't we just put chargers on the side of the road so it zaps us from the side? What about that? Does it have to be underneath? Why can't it just be like along the sides?
Yeah. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of ideas going around. Elon's trying to dig tunnels. Where it just shoots your car to Colorado. Boom. And through a tunnel.
I think we figured it out. I think you just put a generator on a little rack in the back on your bumper rack. All right, little gas generator. Okay. You get an extra 200, 300 miles out of this thing. Okay. That 300 miles just became 600 miles. I just doubled your gas mileage. Okay. All right.
Hey, there's a guy who made an H2O car back in like the late 70s. I think.
And then he got snuffed out by the government.
Snuffed out.
Yeah. A car that runs that water, man. Anyway, so there you go. That's the latest in electric car news. One last thing, and then we'll move on. It's a National Monkey Day today. We'll just say it again because we like saying it. Don't have a pet monkey. Don't do it.
Don't have a pet monkey.
That's all we have to say.
Brought up the other day.
Horrible idea.
We know somebody who has a monkey, and I want to ask her what it's like to have a monkey because it's a little spider monkey, and I'm pretty sure that's like the most maintenance you can choose.
Yeah. Out of all the pets,
is that thing flying around your house?
Yeah,
trying to catch it to change its diaper.
It's a wild toddler. Again, we've said it here a million times on the Plan B Morning Show. Don't have a pet monkey. Terrible idea. Terrible idea. All right, there you go. That is your morning dump. Stay tuned because I got that thing to show you guys in a little bit. So don't go anywhere. It's the Plan B Morning Show. We'll be back. All right, let me see here. God dang it. Oh, there we go. Come on.
I wonder what kind of camera this is he's going to install. Is it kind of weird having somebody come install cameras in your basement?
All right, hold on one sec.
What'd you break? Oh,
come on. Okay, so oh. Tell me why he. Oh, here we go. Well, good morning. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Brock Hunter.
Morning. What's up?
All right, I've been working on this off air. I had to reset my password and everything. It's a real pain in the ass. Because, again, Hunter, you got to see it. You got to see it, and it's great. Do you want to get into sports? And while you're doing sports, I'll keep working on this so we
Still don't have it ready.
Because I had to change my password. This is being stupid. It was perfect. I got this new computer, this new setup. I hate your face.
This is the farthest thing from perfect. You've had 2 breaks to get this ready.
Well, our commercial breaks are short, and we got real chatty on the last break, so I ran out of time. So here, why do we do sports? I can listen and still work, and then we'll get this done. So it's time for sports.
I don't think you can, because I want to talk to you about something.
I can listen and do, but I only half listen to you most times anyway. So let's do it. Much like my wife and me, I only half listen to you. It's time for sports.
All right.
As always, sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
Bud Distributing, getting you stocked up with delicious Bud Light, tall, cool Budweisers, other delicious drinks like Good Boy Vodka Seltzers, Every Pour Helps a Pup, and Michelob Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Hey, Bud, and remember to drink wiser, Bud.
All right. Hey, I need you on this one.
I'm ready. I'm
So
ready.
pay attention. All right. So yesterday I came across this video, and I want to share it with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
And it's super interesting, and I had no idea this was a thing. So I just, instead of playing some clips from the video I watched, it's like an 8-minute video. I typed it in, and I'm going to read you the history on this. And it's jaw-dropping to me. When college football stars played the NFL champions. What? This is a thing. From 1934 to 1976, the NFL's preseason tradition included the Chicago Charities College All-Star Game, a game featuring college standouts against the league champions. The last game in the series was played mostly at Soldier Field in Chicago and was unforgettable. 24-0 victory by the Pittsburgh Steelers was the last game played. A game was played in a carnival-like atmosphere with fans splashing and sliding on the turf.
The last
game was a memorable game, and they basically ripped down the field goal post, and they have footage from it. And basically a monsoon comes through Soldier Field.
You're saying parts of the field had like 6 inches of water standing on it. It was blowing sideways, everything like that. It was just a mess. Not
the craziest part about this conversation. The craziest part about this conversation is, hey, remember, Brock, you and I talking back like when the Lions were as bad as they were. Like the Lions were terrible. The Cleveland Browns were absolutely terrible. And Alabama was just on fire, that nobody could even touch Alabama. And we brought up the conversation. Hey, if Alabama played Detroit, or if Alabama played the Cleveland Browns, do you think there was like a slight chance? And obviously our answer is like, there's no way. There's no way. But we were wrong. We were wrong, because this has been proven true. This has happened in history.
Yeah.
And mind you, the college standouts, which was like the college all-star team that got to play the Super Bowl champs, won twice.
Yeah. Yep.
They beat the Lions back in like the 50s. And I think they beat
Browns.
the Steelers. The Browns?
The Browns, I think, is what it was. The Browns.
It was the Browns?
So the Steelers one was where it kind of all fell apart, because that was what year you said, like 70.
76, I believe. In the last game, there was like an important college player that ruined his NFL career because
they were playing the 1970s Steelers with the steel curtain. These massive, mean guys that were, ready to rip apart these college kids. It's wild, dude. Because with all the conversations we've had about this, the fact that it took place for decades.
Wild. I had no idea.
Me either.
No idea.
None.
Imagine that today. And after watching that video, I was like, well, hang on. Yes. Let's imagine that today.
Yeah.
You're taking the best college athletes and putting them together on a team, which is hard enough because you don't know each other. You haven't played together.
Right.
But, dude, think about it. The top NFL recruits of today.
Right.
Dude, they're good.
They are very good.
They're very good.
So that was the linchpin in this whole thing. Instead of just playing one college team, let's say a stacked Alabama team, the players have been together for 3-4 years. You got a good group of seniors there and everything. Mm-hmm. That's a lot different than just getting a bunch of random guys and putting them together, much like the NBA All-Star team, right? All-Star
exactly.
that played and lost to that college team. Yep. There's a rhythm to it for sure. Yeah, the dream team. So if you're taking on the defending, because they would take on the defending Super Bowl champions,
be the Chiefs, which is another wild thing that they allowed. So not only are we playing the college team versus the NFL pro team, but you're playing the best professional team of that year.
Yep,
of last year, I should say.
Yep,
wild. How'd they allow that? And here's how they allowed it. In the video, they explained it. The NFL isn't the powerhouse of what you know of it as today.
Yep.
The NFL back in the day was actually, he explained it in the video, that college was more viewed and more watched.
The players were more popular and everything because we've always joked about this. You had, the starting, the starting defensive linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, he'd go work in the mill during the week and then come play football on
smoking cigs and cigars on the sideline.
One picture was a guy with a cig and a cigar. God, that's a premier athlete right there.
Got his pads on. It's halftime. He's puffing away. It's how the NFL used to be. It's a little bit different now. But I want to propose you the question, and call me crazy, but if you took the top athletes from college right now and put them all on a team, and they played an NFL team,
first round NFL
draft. The NFL team is probably going to win, but I don't think it's going to be as lopsided as you think.
If the college players had a month to prepare, I think it would be a lot closer than a lot of people think.
Think about it. They're all young. They're fresh.
Yep.
Dude, you have NFL rookie quarterbacks and rookie receivers coming into the NFL starting first year and being successful.
Receivers doing a lot of stuff. And
Aiden Hutchinson for think about that. I mean, and you put him on a team among many other. I think there's a chance.
I don't think they're going to win, but I don't think they're going to get blown out. I don't think they're going to get blown out because, again, you put them against a Philadelphia Eagles team with a guy like, and let's not take it off Jalen Hurts, a guy like Jason Kelce, a center who is so smart and so talented and has been in the league. He's seen it all. He's done it all. He's going to work, a young college nose tackle or a defensive lineman. Now, again,
the best defensive lineman in that position.
I think so. I think it's still going to go to the pros, and that's the experience level.
So that's what we're talking about is different, as in the entire Alabama team isn't the best athletes in college, obviously.
Right.
So the difference is taking the all-star team in college. And, dude, I think that's a pretty stacked team. You fill every position with the best college players. If they're playing the Bills, even though the Bills won, I'll watch and I'll bet.
They're taking on the reigning Super Bowl champs. It's just
not a chance.
Not a chance. And even the other ones, because, dude, pro is so much faster. It's such a different level, and even though these guys are top tier, all right, they're 21, 22 years old. They're going first round. NFL draft. They're getting
picked. Every one of those guys is going to be playing in the pros the next year.
Likely in the NFL. Right. I still just think, though, the experience, even a year in the NFL, it's going to make.
People say they go from college to the NFL. The guys I've seen shorts, they say it just stepping onto the field, just the vibe of the NFL is different. Like as soon as you walk into the facility, when you get on your team, whatever team you go to, it's like the moment you get to the city, you can feel it. It's like this is faster. This is different. It's a different vibe.
The only thing I can compare it to is I played 1 year of college football. It was D3, so it was nothing fancy. All right.
1 year for a reason.
1 year for a reason. Because I was like, this is not what I'm D3. I'm not going anywhere near the pros other than unless I buy a ticket to go to the game. I love the game, but it just wasn't worth it for me in the long run. But even the step up from high school to a D3 school was wild.
Significant.
Was wild, dude. Super significant. Like to the point where and then too, think about it. I was 18 playing against 21-year-olds.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. I couldn't compete. There was no way. There was no way.
Let me 1 year for a reason.
Let me have my oranges and sit on the sideline. I don't want to get hit anymore. Yeah. This is awful. This is just, and now make that D1 and make that an Alabama school.
Yeah, you're going to the hospital.
A Michigan school. I mean, unbelievable. So but again, though, you have to then take that next step when you go to the NFL, and that's why I think the edge nowadays, not in the 50s or 60s nowadays, would still go to the NFLs because you give those guys, even rookies in the NFL, for a year. That's changing your play immensely.
But if you were to ask,
could
a college football team beat an NFL team? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
It's happened twice.
It's happened. Yep.
Twice.
And to who again?
The Lions and the Browns. Of course it's the Lions.
And Lions went.
Hey, you know what? Your Packers would have played. They would have beat them up too.
They did. Actually, when you think about it, because you think about the Packers, they were back-to-back Super Bowl champs. Mm-hmm. And so they did this. They did. I'm guessing they won because they didn't talk about it, but.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, there you go. Speaking of football, real quick, we do have a football game tonight. Chargers going to be in Las Vegas playing the Raiders at 8:15 for a little Thursday night football on Amazon Prime.
Thursday night football. Farva taking on who's the Chargers quarterback? I can't think of it right now.
God dang it.
I'm taking the Chargers. Why can't I think? I like him too. He's a talented quarterback. What's his name? Chargers quarterback. Someone look it up. I don't want to look it up right now. Look it up for me. I know as soon as I see it, I know what it is. Anyway, I'm taking the Chargers because the Raiders have just been a mess. While we're waiting for someone to, are you looking it up real quick?
I am looking it up real quick because it's bothering the hell out of me.
Herbert.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Corey. Taking the Chargers. You taking the Chargers too? Are we not betting on this just because it's too easy? I like it. Hey, Hunter.
That's on Monday, so.
Yeah, that's true. And it's
no, I'm taking the Raiders.
Taking the Raiders. Taking the Raiders. All right, that's fair. Hunter, do you want to do the video now, or do you want to do this thing now, or do you want to do it before topic of the day? Should we wait?
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
I want to make sure you have it ready because I don't believe.
Oh, it's ready. It is ready to go. Okay, so Chargers tonight. Maybe we'll see college kids take on the pros again. Roger Goodell loves money. I'm surprised.
Back in.
I'm surprised they haven't because they love money and they'd make a lot of money with that now. So, all right.
The Michigan Wolverines could beat your Packers this year.
You shut your whore mouth. Honestly, that would be a good game. It would be. It would be a good game. It would be a good game. You'd finally get beat by a Michigan team. How about that? There you go.
Oh, you bastard.
All right. Sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
And hey, make sure you go on the stream because for topic of the day, I finally got the video. We're ready to go. It's going to be great. We'll be back. Oh, my God. All right. Look, I'm not saying we need a producer, but I would love to have a producer.
Yeah.
It'd be so nice. If our bosses are watching this for some reason, you see how much scrambling I'm doing? Here, let's put it out there. Anybody on the stream want to be a producer for free?
Hey,
We can pay you in coffee and laughs
and laughs.
and friendship.
You get to sit across from Brock every day and
Yeah.
listen to him.
We'll make a nice little studio booth for you here.
What's the topic?
What's something that started out great but turned out terrible? As a Rock 106. So I'll get to everyone here. Good morning, Scott. Morning, Michelle. The Chevy Volt is basically a car with a generator. You get 45 miles on a charge, but you can drive to Florida. Huh. Yeah, see, I always thought that too. Didn't the Prius, doesn't that like charge on braking or like with friction? Oh, you froze up there.
Like braking.
Yeah. I feel like there's ways you could do with friction. So it's out there. Big oil's just keeping us from doing it. That's all it is. It's all those fat cats up on Capitol Hill.
Regenerative, but something.
Yes, Rich, if you have a pet monkey and he misbehaves, you would spank your monkey. All right, you would. Fantastic. David, have a wonderful day as well. Good morning, Amanda. Then everyone jumped on. Herbert.
Right.
Right. We're the only idiots that didn't know.
Oh, he's out for the season.
Oh, he is?
That's what it is.
Oh. Dude, there's so many people out.
It's hard to keep up.
Yep.
And you know another problem? Neither of us do fantasy, so
right. Well, we do, but I have not checked our fantasy.
Give me a break. When was the last time you looked at that?
It's been a while. I'll be honest, I should probably check. I mean, what for? Does it matter?
What if you check and you're in first place by accident? That happened to me the very first year I did fantasy.
Yeah.
I checked it in like the 8th week.
We actually, Hunter, we have 4 wins now. I have not checked this thing.
Wow.
All right, here we go.
Got to piss some people off.
Oh, it does. All righty. Good morning. Welcome to it, the Plan B Morning Show. Brock, Hunter.
What's up?
Oh, boy. Too much fun this morning. Don't forget, we are streaming. Find us on Twitch. Find us on Facebook. Find us on the Plan B Morning Show YouTube page. Do that now. I want to give us people enough time to get on there while I explain. I've been trying to get this damn video up. I had to change my password. I had to do this, do that, but I finally got it. And if you remember yesterday, Hunter regaled us with a story about how he violently crashed the Hummer into the garage.
No! You got the video?
So I can't remember who made the comment yesterday about, was it Brandon? I think Brandon commented, you should see if there's security video. If there's security video.
How'd you get this?
And I said, oh, that's a really good idea. Ha, ha, ha. Then Terry, the beautiful man that is Engineer Terry, messaged me and said, come see me when you get a second. And he goes, hey, I heard the show this morning. You want to see something? I said, oh my God, yes, I do.
I know he's got a perfect view of it too, probably. Damn.
It's the best view. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't download the video. I had to record it on my phone. So here's Terry right there. If you can see Terry. And then there's Hunter. Okay, and he backs up.
This is the hardest part.
Everything's looking all right. Oh, you know what? I need some music for this. How about the tuba music? That'll be good. Let me put that on in the background. Let me put the tuba music. And there he is. All right, there's Hunter. He's turn the wheels.
Wheel, man.
Turn the wheels.
Wheel.
Turn the wheels.
I got it.
And then wait. There is another video. Oh, and then he backs up after he hits it.
Does Terry come?
Terry, hold on, because there is. I do have another video which is just as good too. With that, when Terry comes out,
What was I doing?
He's looking like, what are you doing?
He's in the dad stance.
Like, come on, what do you need? Pointing at it.
He's rubbing.
What are you doing? You hit the damn wall.
Video too.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much.
Why did I do that? Not even close. That brush guard sticks out. I'm telling you.
Back up farther, man. You had plenty.
Look at the cars. The cars behind.
You have 10 yards between you and the vehicle.
You know how hard it is to see. There is no rear view in that Hummer. You can't see behind you, period. Either the cars.
Look how violent you slam into that vehicle right there. Dang it. This is so
good. Terry, I'm sorry.
You can tell Terry was so excited. Right here. This is the moment of impact. Right here. Wham!
The thing is at 9,000 pounds. You just graze anything with the Hummer, it destroys it. I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
If it goes a little bit longer, you see me get out of the Hummer with my hands on top of my head.
Come on, I can't believe it.
Walking fast.
You know what? I'll need to go back and get that because that's what I need to get right there.
I'm looking at the bumper.
You know,
like the thumb, like trying to rub the.
Hey, times are tight right now, Hunter. We can't be afford fixing the Hummer and the garage door with your women driving skills. All right, unbelievable. Here we go. One more time. One more time.
All right, we saw it. I hit the garage. All right.
Wham! Oh my god. You know what I need to do now? I'm gonna put some special effects on that, maybe some explosions, you know. Put some Benny Hill music on there. Fantastic. Oh, Engineer Terry, just when I think I couldn't love you anymore. Beautiful, beautiful man. You got the security. And it's the perfect view. It's right
there too. I'm pretty sure that's what they put the camera there for. I know this dude's gonna hit the garage at some point.
Eventually, it's worth it. It's worth every second.
There's a scuff mark on the front right bumper.
Yeah, and a gaping hole in the wall because the Hummer's 10,000.
Gaping hole. Shut up.
It?
No, it's not.
Probably like $12,000 worth of damage on the garage. Honestly, I think we're gonna need to tear down. We're going to need to tear down the whole garage and then
start
over at this point with the amount of damage that you did.
The garage has been around. It needs it anyway.
Fantastic. Don't you make excuses. The garage was in perfect shape until you got behind the wheel. Unbelievable. Love it. Good stuff.
Okay. You got me. You got me on video.
Yep.
All right. I suck at driving.
I truly, truly did. This is great. This is great. No videos of me out there hitting anything. I tell you that.
You know what this means, though? You got to drive the Hummer every time now.
Every time now. Hey, I'll do it.
I did this on purpose. On purpose.
Well, good. Just like when I take a trip with my wife, the man drives. So keep that in mind.
Son of a bitch. I can't say anything either.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You're a good sport. Buddy. All right, we got to keep things moving here, folks. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get to it. Your topic of the day. What started out great but ended up terrible? Just terrible.
That driving the Hummer the other day. Great example. I got out of the hard part. I got through the hard part.
Oh, God.
Ended up terrible.
That's it. And we just ended on that. All right, this is the Plan B Morning Show. Yes, you backed out great, started great, terrible, right into it.
Yeah. Answer, Yahoo. There you go. Yahoo was awesome when it came out. I had Yahoo Mail. I was on Yahoo, searching Yahoo Chat. Now Yahoo's not even a thing, is it?
I get angry when I see a Yahoo email. I'm like, how is that website even? Is it still up?
Default to Yahoo? What?
Is it? Are you sure? Is this a burner account? That doesn't make sense. Do you do this?
AIM or like AOL? That started out on fire.
Well, can I then I'll just jump off yours. I will say along with that, like AIM, I just think like social media, the way we interact online, it was really great. And now it's such a mess, man. It's such a mess. You got people shaking their asses to TikTok dances. You got keyboard warriors. You got all, I just
Facebook's still around with all the other social medias coming out, because Facebook was kind of the original. It's been out since day one.
why, and it will be for a long time because it was
pay to stay.
Well, pay to stay, but this is what it is. Boomers know how to use it. All right. Yep. So our parents, all that, it's easy enough for them to use. And us millennials, like me, I don't want to get on another platform. Everything I have years of stuff on this. And that was right. I remember, I will never forget this. I remember a girl that I dated in high school, and we kind of had a thing afterwards into college. She's like, oh, hey, because we were at different schools. And when Facebook started originally, it was just for college kids, right? Way back in the day. She's like, why don't you make a Facebook account and we can stay in contact? I'm like, Facebook? What the hell are you talking about? And that's how it started. I remember talking to her about that, and then it expanded. But us millennials, like, I don't want to get out. I don't want to make a whole new profile on a different place. So honestly, I think it's going to be around until Zuckerberg, they find out he's been.
He throws the towel in.
Or someone else buys it, because MySpace went away. So I mean, there's a chance, but it's just
a lot of those that kind of went and came.
Yeah.
But Facebook, man, they put their foot in the ground for sure. We're gonna be around for a while.
And honestly, I'll be upset because I love Marketplace. I hate to say it. I love Marketplace.
Yeah. I like Marketplace and the memories. I like them. I keep saying that, but I like, oh yeah, I did that 10 years ago. Wow.
Yep. Wow.
And then sometimes you're like, damn, 10 years?
Oh, it's not good.
I felt like it was yesterday.
Hurling towards death. But yeah, I think social media started off great in a sense, and now it's been so convoluted with crap. If we could just thin it out, I think we'd be in a better spot. We got some answers on Facebook. Well, Alan actually had a good one. Something that started off great but ended up terrible. He said the Detroit Lions.
Hey, shut up. They're 9-4?
9-4. But actually, if you look at the franchise back in like the 20s and 30s, like they were actually a good team. Had some conference championships, but in the pre-Super Bowl era. But it was like the Super Bowl era hit, and they're like, let's stop playing good football. Let's just stop it. Let's see. Mike said electric vehicles. What's your take on that? Started off great, ended up terrible.
Why ended up terrible?
Maybe because they're not where they should be, though, or like the original idea of the electric vehicle, and now because of money hungry people, other people of influence, and I'm not, have kept it from being where it should be. So now we're in a worse spot than we were.
Okay, I guess if you look at it that way, yeah, we could be way further along than what we are right now because of money and greed and yeah.
You said that about a lot. Yeah.
But the electric car itself, it's only going to get better.
Yeah. Let's see. Brandon said my first marriage. Oh, we got Rodney Dangerfield over here. Watch out, Mike. Hey, take my wife.
Yeah, that's rough.
Christina said her first marriage is what? Was she married to Brandon? Maybe is that
right? Rebuttal. She saw the comment. She's like, "Oh yeah, me too."
Really, son of a bitch, mine too.
All right. Let's get both on the show. Talk it out.
Let's see. Craig had a good one. Something that started out great but ended up terribly. The sloppy joes I made yesterday.
How about the Taco Bell or any taco? Anything in that sort.
Good, chili, that 5-alarm chili I made right there.
Made it first.
Good answer. Okay, I'm a little concerned for everyone. Barbie said all of my relationships. Stacy said my last relationship.
Hey.
All right, guys, let's get it together, huh?
Yeah, you know what that is? Okay, let's talk about that. I think COVID and that thing had a lot to do with a lot of relationships. I'm telling you, man. It's what the beauty sometimes in a relationship is time spent away. And you know what? Work does that.
Yeah.
Keeps you away from each other. She goes, work there. I go to work here. And then later on
after
5, we meet up and we haven't seen each other. We hadn't had the opportunity to scream at each other all day. So it's kind of nice.
Makes the heart grow fonder. That class.
Then we all started coughing and everybody's working at home and together now. And at first it was great because, hey, we could hang out all day on the but then weeks and weeks and weeks of that, you start to get on each other's throat. Time away is good. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's separation. Otherwise, you want to strangle each other.
That and after the show, when we're done here, she wouldn't know what I did after the show. Now she knows I just kind of walk around the house and figure.
God,
Yeah.
you know what's funny? It's so funny you bring that up. So,
Right?
Well, I'm going to work today. I'm going to
Oh, she's going into the office.
she's going to her real job. Going to her real job. Have fun playing with your friend this morning. It's not so funny. This is brought up because so Kiki and I bought this game, and it's like a conversation starter game, just stupid questions. And one of the questions was, if you switched places with your partner, what's the first thing you think I do? So, like, let's say I'm asking Kiki, if I switch places with you, what do you think I would do first? Obviously, of course, I'm going in the bedroom. I'm locking the door. I'm blasting away. That's what I'm doing. All right, fair question.
Jeez, man.
Then
he's into it a little bit.
I'm working that thing. All right, that's what I'm
running to the
yeah.
Hey.
But then Kiki
dual wielding, right?
Kiki straight up destroyed me, dude. She brought me to my knees. She goes, "You know what I do? I just do what you do every day." And I'm like, and she's like, "Think about this. You get to go horse around with your best friend for 4 hours. Then you eat a huge carb-heavy lunch, which she never gets to do because I eat like trash, right? Then you go pick up your daughter and take a nap after playing for a little bit. And then you work out. You get a workout. It's like,
I would do what you do.
I would live your life.
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah. It's supposed to be.
There's nothing bad.
Imaginative, It's supposed to be kind of like a fantasy, but I guess
I feel worse about myself right now. I mean, I got a great schedule. I got a great thing going, but damn, woman. Yeah, she brought me down with that one. So,
yeah. And then you went and took a nap.
And then I took a nap. I slept it off. Don't worry, I'll be all right. I'll bounce back from it. We got some more answers on Facebook. What turned out great but ended up terrible. Michelle said fast food. Good answer. And I think we've honestly just kind of rolled over and taken it from places that, the juggernauts of it. It's overpriced. And honestly, and you get it every time I get it, I'm like, okay, I'm hungry, so I'm going to eat it. But 9 times out of 10, I'm just like,
it's not there's always something. There's always something.
It's like, was this worth the $14 I spent?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's only been a few fast food meals where I'm like, damn, that was good.
No, yeah, there is some, but those fast food ones, you're paying $20 for it.
Right.
It's not like, okay, that was it, and I get it. You're paying $2 for a dollar menu burger. What do you expect? Which that's not even a thing anymore. But right. I would agree with that. Is it's definitely, they've just taken advantage of the fact that we all are lazy and we just want quick food, and so we'll just take it. We'll be like, all right, fine, I'll eat it because I don't want.
Not wrong.
Let's see. You know what? Some people had some good ones, and I'll jump on this too. Just like some TV shows, for example, Jim said Family Guy.
It's not good. I haven't watched Family Guy. I couldn't tell you the last time I tuned into Family Guy, and not saying because I didn't, I stopped liking it. I just stopped watching it, I guess. But it's bad now. How can it be bad?
Here's maybe kind of played out. Maybe maybe kind of. I will forever give credit to Dave Chappelle, who cut and run like at the prime. Actually, even Seinfeld did it. Jerry Seinfeld's talked about it. They were the number one. They were the number one rated show. They had the most viewers, and they quit. And everyone's like, "Why? Why'd you take it away?" Well, now you don't have the bad 12th season, 13th season.
It's funny at the time. Everybody was like, "Chappelle, what are you doing?" And because we wanted it so bad, it was such a great show. Yep. But now you look back on it; it's been years, and you're like, "Damn, he made the right decision."
Right here, good example. Tosh.0.
Yeah.
Tosh.0 was huge. And like, honestly, we watch episodes all the time. Like that started when I was in college, whatever. But then it was like, it got old and kind of tired and kind of played out. You know what I mean? Not saying it's not bad. Not saying you can't throw on a Family Guy episode and be like, all right, there was some funny.
I threw on Tosh last night for a half hour and laughed my ass off.
Yep. But it was on for 12 seasons, and it's like, okay, this is kind of the same ridiculousness, kind of the same thing. You know what I mean? It's like, is it like that show? Is it terrible? But is it kind of played out? So maybe it's not as great as it was.
It's because it's the only show played on MTV. 24-hour marathon every day. It's wild.
We're burnt out of it. That's what it is. Let's see. We got some more answers on here to kind of go along with like TV shows, because another person said, like Dylan said, Game of Thrones. Good example there. Colt said the Fast and Furious saga. Good answer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, once they launched that Fiero into space, I was like, okay, we can move on.
Right, draw the line.
We can move on. Let's end with Douglas's answer. This, I almost feel bad saying it. All right, but something that started off great but ended terrible. The Titanic.
No,
I mean, he's not
wrong.
He's not wrong.
Eesh.
Bunch of people ready to go out on the
I mean,
big.
that's a legit answer.
Legit answer.
Yeah, it's not like we sunk it, you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's a tragedy, and that's probably the best answer because that was glorious.
Yep.
Biggest ship ever built, unsinkable. It's
Everyone's
impossible to get on this ship.
Everyone's excited. Hope you got your ticket. Hope you got your ticket because you're not getting on this. And then Jack dies, and it's over. That Rose, that old bitch. No, it's real. It's real. All right, good enough for now. We're going to take a break. More of the Plan B Morning Show coming up. Stick around. I realized it was 8:05. Damn. All right. Well, hey, thank you, everyone. We appreciate it. A lot of fun with you once again. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. So, have a great Thursday. All right. We'll see you.